Okay, this is listening for a clue. This is Tristan's first companion quest, and we're going to be rendezvousing with Virgil at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. What's left of it.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
What questions does the Consul have for Tristan? I'm going to try and go through here with leave peacefully and leave him alive. However, if you do fight him, be sure to loot him and you can gain the same sort of information. So you're fine going either way.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A Sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Someone slow down and explain what the hell is going on.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
I'll let him talk.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
Tristan, what do you want to do here?
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly when Perrault could have ambushed me from behind?
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you don't intend to converse with him about it?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
You said Virgil was like a brother, right? Makes sense, he'd care.
I appreciate the support. Though we are not related by blood, I suppose we are just as wont to bicker with one another as true brothers.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me.
Okay. If you want to end this peacefully, follow my lead.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Okay, so we need speech 3 and explosives 2 to do what I'm going to do. But I'm actually a criminal that Arbiter Rao has been tracking. He's shown me the error of my ways.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Well, that's because a bomb is strapped to me. If my heart stops, it'll go off.
That's right. It's filled with emulsified plasma.
Emulsified plasma.
Not visible except under colorized light. Truly nefarious technology.
Oh, get back! It's good that I'm not a more headstrong Sentinel, lest this situation have devolved into violence and killed us all. I shall waylay your arrest.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties after I apprehended you.
I thought the consul killed your mentor. Why is he looking into her death?
This is all clearly a tactic on the consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
Hidden room, huh? Alright, so in case you don't have Sneak 2 or Lockpick 2, well, give us a nav key. We'll look into
Are
it.
you mad? Why do you intend to place yourself into what could readily be a trap? The consul cannot be trusted, and this Sentinel is his lackey.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another.
You're really okay with not doing your duty? This is observations 2.
There is no duty to be done. It is within your arbiter's rights to learn the truth of their mentor's death. And as mentioned, I misinterpreted this situation. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
Stick with me. Got lots of fun things I can teach you.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post.
Let's get moving.
Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
Alright. Now, how do we get out of here? Alright, let's go back to the ship. And incognito. We'll head straight to the post after I make some mines. We're going to use some concussion mines here. Excuse me. It's so loud. Here we go. Let me make a couple. That'll be fine. That's all we need. Should be a railing there. No, there really shouldn't. It kept me from falling off. Alright, so now we're going to head to the Oculus collating post. Looks like the Vox relay station. Okay, we're taking Tristan, and I'm going to take Val.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What in blazes? These security measures should not be operational.
Alright, so if you have hack 7, you can turn it off.
We'd best tread carefully.
If you have lockpick 4, you can bypass it. But if you have to go through it, which we will do, a turret will come out up there and up there once you cross the threshold. So we're going to cross the threshold just to trigger them and then come back. Don't try to do the trap while the turrets are on. You'll have a bad day. Okay, crouch under that. There's explosives here. It's the first time I saw that. Huh. Alright, well, we'll stick to the middle then. Okay, nobody saw that. Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna disarm, but it's really not necessary. There we go. We're fine. Alright, we're okay. Override security. Alright, latest announcement. You can pause and read that. Replicate the data you are tasked with managing. What is innocent today may be seditious tomorrow. Docking logs. Docking log was purged. Okay. If you use lockpick, you come out here. Up at the top here. Trench gun. Central processing.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore on a footprint in the dust. This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Security center.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
Override facility lockdown. So if you have luck, you can bypass it, and if you have a hack, you can pass it.
Activating that terminal, seal the room.
And if you have observation 7, you can bypass it.
Proceed, or, I suspect, triggering the defenses will do the same. Your decision, Commander.
Alright, we're going to do that. So we're going to trigger the defenses, and we're going to get a wasp, and a dragoon. Obviously bypass it if you have the means, but I don't have hack or observation, and I want to show the fighting, so. Try an old Earth Directorate passcode. Well, that did nothing to the dragoon, did it?
Lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
Here's a mine, if you want another one. Maybe put 2 in front of that dragoon. No. Oh, killed something. Oh, that was probably my gun. Never mind. Okay. There's a new inhaler in here. Well, the recipe for an inhaler. Recipe, Breath of the Vindicator Platinum. After use, heal 275 health over 3 seconds each time you take damage. Interesting. Alright, workbench if you need one. You have a talk over over your head. Okay. Okay. Now we can check out the rooms that were in lockdown. Mostly just supply rooms. Officer Regalia. Silenced heavy revolver. Bit cartridge. Compass. Shells. Bit cartridge. We're going to drop another concussive mine here. Do a better job. Here we go.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess.
Oh, there was another inhaler. Breath of the Sovereign. I went too fast. Breath of the Sovereign. Heals 375 instantly. Duration's 1 second and toxicity is 60. Breath of the Sovereign.
Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts.
Helmets. Filters. Alright, now we're ready. Restore power.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything...
Black powder. Be sure and grab that.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location.
Okay, with Tristan, when you get close to hidden stuff, his face will pop up on the screen and point you towards hidden stuff. That's one of his little perks. Use this.
Passcode is limber. No, let's try amulet. No, wingtip. No, sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it.
Try ambergris.
Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait.
It's actually longer than a couple of things he tried.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Cadet Rao?
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him.
We should interrogate him. Let's see if he knows anything.
That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible.
What do you remember about Tristan?
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Used to be.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
Observation 7. Seems suspicious, but I can't put my finger on why.
My patience is beginning to dwindle. We should put an end to this morose situation as soon as we can.
What exactly were you supposed to do
I was
here?
sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions.
Leadership 2. I can tell you're not stupid. If you want to live, you need to talk. Speech 4.
I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know.
Hack 7. Do you know whose terminal it is?
I don't even know the name of this station.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
We should let him go.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
He came here under false pretenses. Doesn't that matter to you? Doesn't intent matter to you? Requires leadership 4 to get another one.
I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously.
How can you care for justice if you see no difference between manslaughter and murder?
There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But I
A murderer's
do
family's in
suppose
prison?
the perpetrator's
Jesus.
punishment does not change. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about protectorate law, I do at least see your point.
I've said my piece. Spare him.
It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
If you kill him, be sure to loot him.
Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite
We also
parts.
got +5 to Sub Rosa
Take
by
these.
letting him live.
I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first.
Alright. Self-reminder. Should the code lapse from your memory, recall. Judgment serves as the Arbiter's hammer. What is the Arbiter's scalpel? Leave the
The
conversation.
hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years.
What was it?
An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
Enter analysis. There we go. Messages from the console. It was deleted 236 days ago. To Sovereign Varric versus the war effort. You can pause and read that. And then entries. The console visit. She's not happy. He is a brute who can only see violence. Oculus collating post. This is her office. This is Supreme Arbiter's computer. Private terminal of the Supreme Arbiter. This shall be my secondary office. Protege development. Tristan's anger is on a tight leash. Observational acumen is impressive, but he misses details in high-stress situations. The two have become fast friends. Back should be everything.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the console. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not
Seemed
believe
annoyed
would
she
have
had to
met
meet
the
with him.
console unless she had no other choice.
Yeah.
And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the console. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa.
Could the console have brokered some kind of deal? Seems like he'd have the connections. Or could he have been working for someone within Sub Rosa?
What could
He
Sub Rosa
being
want with
the
one of
kid.
our abandoned stations? How could they have known there was anything of note here? Seems this is a question worth continuing to pursue. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified.
Death isn't much of a punishment for entering an abandoned station. Mercy feels better than you thought, huh?
My role does not allow for mercy. I am supposed to uphold the Protectorate's laws. How can I claim thus if I allowed a traitor to go free?
Difference between justice and Protectorate justice. Objectively, Okada did not deserve to die for what he did, and you know it. Don't you have a vicar or something you can talk to? Let's go with objectively.
Objectively to whom? Damn it. Forget this. Forget it all. I can't allow any specter of doubt to creep into my decisions. Let us list this incident as a fluke and move on. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Alright, let's go find a workbench. Oh, loot this. Pulse hammer, bit cartridge, lots of monies on it, and some black powder. And... Alright, now back upstairs because there's a workbench here. New upgrade available. So Tristan. Plasma grenades. Tristan's weapon now deals plasma damage and has slightly increased damage. Or it now deals shock damage and has significantly increased damage. I'm going to go with plasma. And then grants immunity to shock side effects and greatly increases his armor. Or grants immunity to corrosive side effects and greatly increases his armor. I don't know. Let's do shock. And then we'll head back. Missed this on the way.
That scum. That miserable scum. To think
Oh, this is in response to...
I shall not rest until
Ignore
the
that.
consul
This
pays for
is-
his treachery, and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. Were they still the protectorate, such would be a trait. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I hope
This is his response to the council's
the vote of confidence.
video when we got the Rift modulator, where the console was like, the Sovereign has checked himself in and I'm now in charge. Is that all he wanted? Because the Tristan thing popped up. Now I'm thinking, there, see, I missed something. What, am I standing on it or what? Is it up? I'll be right back. Let me see if I can figure out what this is. Okay, so I think it was just referring me to talk to Tristan, because now I can't get it to pop up again. So I don't think there's anything hidden here. But... Alright, we'll head back to the ship. Debrief.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared.
Sounds good. I will make the necessary preparations.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
So there we go. That is the end of listening for a clue and the start of the next one.